Did you know that respect is much more than just a formality? It is the backbone of all human interactions. But what if I told you that the way you understand respect might be completely wrong? In this video, we will uncover one of the biggest misconceptions about human relationships and reveal how a lack of respect can not only destroy your relationships but also compromise your mental health and well-being. Stay with us for a groundbreaking revelation that could transform the way you interact with the world around you. Learn how to protect your dignity and improve your interpersonal connections once and for all. And don't forget, we want to hear from you. Share your experiences and thoughts in the comments below. Let's begin. Consistent lack of respect is more than courtesy. It is the central pillar in all healthy and productive human interactions. When we encounter a recurrent lack of respect marked by behaviors that reduce or completely ignore an individual's dignity, this warning sign cannot be ignored. Such behaviors can manifest in various ways, from constant interruptions in a conversation to destructive criticism or deliberate indifference to someone else's emotional needs. Each of these acts undermines the trust and security essential for any healthy relationship. The persistence of this lack of respect is a clear indication that the relationship may be compromised to a point where a person's mental health is at risk. In such circumstances, distancing oneself is not an abandonment but a measure of self-protection. It is an essential step to preserve mental peace and personal integrity, preventing the erosion of self-esteem and the buildup of resentment. Deciding to distance oneself from a toxic dynamic is an act of courage and self-respect. Reflecting on these interactions allows us to assess our own values and reaffirm our commitment to personal dignity. Establishing and maintaining clear boundaries is crucial for any lasting and respectful relationship. These boundaries not only protect against emotional wear and tear but also promote an environment where mutual respect can flourish. By facing and acknowledging the ongoing lack of respect, we offer ourselves the chance for renewal and personal growth. We learn to value even more those who treat us with the respect we deserve and learn not to tolerate less than this. This is a time to reflect on the role that respect plays in our lives and how its absence can be damaging both to the individual and to the broader social fabric. Recognizing these signs and acting accordingly is essential for developing healthier and more fulfilling relationships. Negative effects on mental health. Relationships that consistently generate feelings of anxiety, sadness, or stress are highly detrimental not only to the serenity we all strive for but also to our ability to function healthily and virtuously in daily life. Stoic philosophy teaches us to seek mental tranquility as an essential state for the practice of virtue and good living. However, being involved in relationships that continually disturb this emotional balance directly challenges that goal. When subjected to environments that emotionally destabilize us, we may experience a decline in our mental health, which manifests not only through emotional discomfort but also as physical problems such as lack of energy, insomnia, or digestive issues. These symptoms are clear signs that something in the dynamics of our relationships is not contributing to our well-being and must be carefully evaluated. Becoming aware of the negative impacts of these relationships is the first step toward initiating change. Protecting our mental health often involves making difficult decisions, such as limiting or ending contact with people who continue to cause emotional pain. This is an essential act of self-care and an affirmation of our right to a healthy environment conducive to personal development. By distancing ourselves from negative influences and restructuring our relationships, we are not only safeguarding our mental health but also reinforcing our ability to live more fully and virtuously. This process may involve seeking support from friends, family, or mental health professionals who can provide the guidance and support necessary to regain emotional stability and strengthen our commitment to a virtuous life. By cultivating and maintaining relationships that support and elevate us, we reaffirm our commitment to tranquility and virtue, essential pillars for an authentically good life. Misaligned values. The compatibility of values between individuals is a fundamental element for the development of genuine and meaningful relationships. When we frequently find ourselves at odds with the ethical principles and personal values we cherish, moral dilemmas arise that can cause intense internal conflicts. These disagreements are not merely differences of opinion, they touch the essence of who we are and what we believe to be just and right. Constantly facing values that contradict our own can erode our inner peace and compromise our authenticity. Living in a state of constant ethical misalignment is like trying to navigate without a compass in unfamiliar territory where every decision seems to question our integrity and deepest convictions. This misalignment can lead to a gradual erosion of self-confidence and self-esteem, as trying to accommodate or accept contrary values may lead us to question our own identity and principles. This, in turn, can manifest as stress, anxiety, and a feeling of disconnection from oneself and others. Therefore, it is crucial to recognize and deal with these value discrepancies proactively. Establishing clear boundaries around what is acceptable in our relationships can help preserve our sense of identity and integrity. In some cases, this may mean reducing or ending interactions with those whose values are deeply in conflict with our own. Making these difficult choices is essential to maintaining our authenticity and to cultivating an environment where we can live in harmony with our own values and beliefs. By making such decisions, we not only protect our mental health but also reinforce our commitment to an authentic life true to our principles. These actions not only free us from internal conflicts but also pave the way for deeper and more meaningful relationships based on genuine alignment of values. Feeling of constant drain. A healthy relationship should serve as a haven of mutual support and revitalization, not as a source of continuous depletion. When interactions with a person systematically leave us drained, this is an alarming sign that the relationship may be distancing us from our essence and hindering the development of our full potential. This exhaustion can manifest in various ways, such as a feeling of emotional fatigue after meetings, a decrease in enthusiasm for activities that previously brought joy, or even a persistent feeling of sorrow or worry. These signs indicate that the relationship is consuming more energy than it offers, negatively impacting our mental and physical health. Furthermore, a bond that consistently drains our energies can obstruct our path to achieving personal and professional accomplishments. Instead of propelling us forward, these relationships pull us back, preventing our progress toward personal fulfillment and the authentic expression of our capabilities. Recognizing when we are in a cycle of constant draining is crucial. Upon identifying this dynamic, we should consider reevaluating and possibly restructuring or ending these interactions. Establishing healthy boundaries is essential to protect our well-being and ensure that our relationships are sources of enrichment and mutual growth. Making choices that prioritize our well-being is not just an act of self-care, it is a necessary step to ensure that we are surrounded by people who positively contribute to our lives, allowing us to flourish and aspire to be our best selves. By freeing ourselves from draining relationships, we open space for new connections that truly value and energize our spirit. Manipulation, whether emotional or behavioral, represents a severe violation of Stoic principles of authenticity and honesty, essential values for building genuine and respectful relationships. This type of behavior involves the use of cunning tactics to influence or control others, often masking true intentions and deceiving those who are manipulated. Relationships that contain elements of manipulation distort the reality perception of the involved individuals, seriously compromising their ability to make free and informed choices.